Well, here's a quick look at the market for Friday, August the 7th, 2009 through the eyes of eMiniDayTrader. And we always like to start with our market profiles and volume profiles. This is what occurred overnight. And in the red block here is yesterday and today. So you can see that on the overnight session, mostly traded down here below or at the reference areas I had mentioned yesterday of 93 and 94. So it just really was hovering in there most of the night. And then at 8:30 Eastern, the news was released and the market just shot right up. Now, the next area that we were mentioning as of likely support was 1001. And you can see here that during the regular trading hours, the open occurred right here. It dipped down just a little bit below 1000, just a few ticks, and then turned around and basically rallied for the rest of the day. And then it had a late sell-off, so it didn't rally for the rest of the day. It rallied for a good all the way from around 1,000 up to 16. So it had a good rally up, but then dropped 10 at the close, and ended up by closing at the 16 level, which is another important price that we have been monitoring, and we're going to want to monitor that going into Sunday evening and Monday's trade. Here's a look at the individual profiles. So we had the nice break higher today with the pullback coming down, closing right in here. And we need to monitor that level. That's a key area, 1006. See if the market can actually hold above it or below it, and we will trade accordingly. The 1001 area is likely support again, and so if it should trade between there, it'll be a test to see if it can hold not just between 6 and 1, but either below 1 or above 6. And so we'll want to monitor that going into Sunday evening and Monday's trade. You can see here our directional filter was early red, and actually today is a good example in the sense that we had all 5 colors showing today, starting out neutral, going to red bearish, and then strong red, which is, deep red, which is strong bearish, and then eventually getting up here to bullish, light green, and strong bullish, dark green. You can see this is very interesting here how the market, how the filter ahead of time really knew that the market was slowing down its upward bias when the market switched from here dark green to light green, topping out here and then coming down for the rest of the day. And so we actually only had 2 trades using this filter. Some of our traders would have had more. Our first system trade was actually a short early in the day in here. A lot of our traders, however, would not have taken that, and the main reason being, of course, is that we had that barrier that I had mentioned at 1001. So, we had a trigger in here to get short at 1001.25, but knowing that we have a strong barrier right there at 1001, most of our traders would not have taken that, certainly the more experienced ones. So, and then the market rallied up, and we came within a whisper of getting long here, but we did get long a few minutes later right here, and that rallied up from our entry at about 1008 up to 1013, and then we're stopped out here as it came back down. So still able to make a nice profit, not only on our first 2 objectives on that, but on the final 1/4 of our position on that trade. We didn't have any other indications to get long through here. We did have an indication to get short as the market turned around and came down here. Although, as you can see with the filter that we're just looking at, we were neutral at that time, so actually did not take a trade according to our system. So, and then of course you can see that the market came back down here and closed right at 1006. Key price for it to settle at. Interesting that it went right up above, held above our 1001, had a nice rally all the way up to 16, and then pulled back down to the other support at 1006. So we're going to want to monitor that 1006 level, and then the 1001 going into Monday, and the next real barrier up is around the 1013 area. So these are some of the things that we're looking at as far as prices and direction go come come Monday. We did have some other trades in here, but they were filtered out, so that's why I only mentioned the two that were actually triggered by the system, although the first one many of our traders wouldn't have taken because of the known barrier. Remember too that our directional bias filters for the current day, and so what we really work together in the videos that we produce for our members each night is to take a look at these particular key reference areas to try and really pinpoint whether or not where is the market relative to the location of these major barriers. And so in the video, for example, that you listened to last night, made reference to below 93.94 bearish, above 1001 bullish. So that's why many of our traders would not have taken that short just above 1001 for that reason, even though it was a bearish indication on our filter. So that's a quick look at the market and how we traded them for Friday, August the 7th, 2009. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday.